Hello guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video I will be showing you how to code the Kruskal's algorithm using a dry run example, and this will be by using disjoint set implementation. So in the previous video I had explained you the Kruskal's algorithm by using a simple example. Now there I had also mentioned about the steps, so let us now quickly recap the steps to be followed. The first step was to sort all the edges in the non-decreasing order of their weight. So we will be given a weighted graph, weighted undirected graph, and from there we will pick all the edges. If you are given adjacency list, then you can easily pick out all the edges, and then you will sort all the edges in non-decreasing order. After sorting all the edges, the second step is to pick the smallest edge among those edges, which will be the first one, and then check if by adding the edge it forms a cycle in our MST which is being built. Okay, if it doesn't form a cycle, then we can include that edge in our MST, otherwise we will exclude that edge. This I have already explained in the previous video, and we will keep repeating all these steps under this step 2 v-1 number of times, because for an MST having v vertices we will be having v-1 number of edges. Okay, so I hope you remember these steps now. So let us quickly dry run a graph and then see how this algorithm works. So in this dry run I will not be showing you the path compression part, that will be present in the code. I have not included it just for simplicity. So I will be using union by rank only. Okay, so this is the given graph. Okay, this is our given graph, and this will be our edge list. So our edge list will be having three values: source, destination, and weight. Since it is an undirected graph, source and destination has no meaning, but still I have taken this for clarity. Now once you have this edge list, we will have to sort this edge list depending on the weight. Okay, so I have already sorted them. You can also represent an edge using source, destination, and weight structure, which I have done in the coding part, so I will show you at the end of the video. Now in this case, what we can do is we can start from this first edge. So this first edge, after sorting, will be having the minimum weight. So initially we are not having any edge in our MST. Okay, so let me just quickly draw the nodes. So our nodes will be 0, 1, 4, 5, 3 and 2. Okay, so these will be our nodes. So these are only the vertices. So I have just drawn a rough diagram. Now what I will do is I will have to iterate for all these edges. So the first edge is from 0 to 1 with weight 1. Now we will have to find the absolute parent of 0, absolute parent of 1, and see if it forms a cycle. Absolute parent of 0 is -1, for 1 it is also -1. This indicates that they are in different set. Initially all the nodes will be present in different sets. Okay, so since you have -1 values for 0 or 1, they both have different absolute parents, and so we can join them. Now they both are having same rank. Ranks initially will be 0 for all these vertices. Now what we can do is we can join this 0 with 1, or we can make this 1 point to 0. I will assume that 0 will point to 1. Since they both are having same rank, you can do either way. Okay, so if 0 will be pointing to 1, then parent of 0 will become 1, and rank of 1 will increase by 1 value. So this will be 1. Okay, so whenever two tree structures are joined together having same rank, then the rank of the one being pointed to, that is the new absolute parent rank, will increase by 1. This I have explained in the disjoint set video. The link will be present in the description below. Now once we have taken this edge, so this edge has now been included, which is of weight 1. Now we will process the second edge. The second edge is from 1 to 3 with weight 1. So we will find absolute parent of 1. This is 1 itself, because the value of parent is -1. Now the absolute parent of 3 is also -1. So -1 indicates that this current node is the absolute parent of its own set. So since they are having different absolute parents, therefore we can join them. Now the rank of this one is 1 and rank of 3 is 0. Okay, so what we will do is 3 must be pointing to this 1, because rank of 3 is lower. So this 1 was already pointed to by 0, and now 1 will get pointed to by 3. So now the parent of 3 will be 1, and rank of 1 will remain the same because they both had different ranks. This is the rank updation rule, which I have explained in my previous videos. Now this edge will also get included since it is not forming a cycle. Now this is included with weight 1. Now let us process the next edge. This is from 2 to 4 with weight 1. Absolute parent of 2 is -1, indicating that this 2 is absolute parent of its own set. absolute parent of 4 is -1, indicating that this 4 is absolute parent of its own set. So they both are having different absolute parents. Now they both are having the same rank. So you can make either 2 point to 4 or you can make 4 point to 2. I will assume that 2 will be pointing to 4. So the parent of 2 will be 4 now, and the rank of 4 will increase by 1 since they were having same ranks. So the new absolute parent will have one rank higher than the previous rank. Now let us draw this edge, like 2 to 4 is included. So this is having weight 1. Now let us process the next edge. So the next edge is from 0 to 2, which is having a value 2. Now in this case, what will be the absolute parent of 0? 0's absolute parent is 1 and 2's absolute parent is 4. So they both are having different absolute parents, so they can be included. And the rank of the absolute parent of 0, which is 1, is 1, and the rank of absolute parent of 2, which is 4, is equals to 1. So they both are having same rank. Now what we will do? We will have to make this 1.24 or 4.21. So I will assume that I will make 1.24. So the absolute parent of this one will be 4 and the rank of 4 will get incremented. So this will now become equals to 2. Okay. And this is not creating a cycle. So we will add this edge 0 to 2 having weight 2. So how many edges have we processed by now? We have processed 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the initial total number of vertices were 6. So the MST will be having v minus 1, that is 5 number of edges. Now we have already processed 4 edges. So we need one extra edge. Okay. Now let us process this 2 to 3 with value 2. Now the absolute parent of this 2 is 4 and the absolute parent of this 3 is also 4 because parent of 3 is 1 and parent of 1 is 4. So they both are having same absolute parents and therefore there exists a path from this 2 to 3. So if there already exists a path from 2 to 3 and you are adding a new path from 2 to 3, then that will surely create a cycle. Okay, so we will not be including this edge. Now let us process this next edge from 3 to 4 with weight 2. Now the absolute parent of 3 is like from 3 you go to 1, from 1 you go to 4. So absolute parent of 3 is 4 and the absolute parent of 4 is 4 itself. So they both are having same absolute parents. Therefore there already exists a path from 3 to 4. So you cannot edge one extra path from 3 to 4 which will create a cycle. Okay, so we will have to skip this. Now let us see if we can add this edge from 1 to 2 with weight 3. Now the absolute parent of 1 is 4 and the absolute parent of this 2 is 4 itself. Therefore they both are having same absolute parent. Therefore there exists a path from 1 to 2, and so by adding a new path from 1 to 2 this will create a cycle, so we will not include this edge. Now let's see if we can add this 1 to 4 with weight 3. So absolute parent of 1 is 4 and absolute parent of 4 is also 4. So they cannot be included in MST, otherwise it will create a cycle. Now let's see if we can add this edge from 4 to 5 with weight 3. Now 4 is having absolute parent itself because it is having parent value -1. 5 is having parent value as -1. That means this 5 is the absolute parent of itself. Now this 4 and 5 are having different absolute parents. Therefore by adding this path from 4 to 5 it will not create a cycle because they were present in different sets. So we will add this edge from 4 to 5 having weight 3. Now how many edges have we processed? We have processed total of 5 edges. So we don't need to compare the rest of the edges because they are having higher weight values and we have already formed our MST because we have included all those edges which will not form a cycle. So it will require v-1 number of edges in order to form an MST, and we have already included 5 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is our final MST structure. I hope you were able to understand this disjoint set implementation. I have not shown the path compression part because of higher complexity. Now what will be the time complexity for this? The time complexity will be E log E in order to sort all the E edges, and after sorting we are processing each and every node one by one, and we are using union by rank and path compression algorithm which takes log V for each and every processing. So in total the total time complexity will be order of E log E plus E log V. So I hope you understood this entire dry run and the time complexity part. So let us now look at the code implementation. Now this is the code which I have written. Here I have taken number of edges and number of vertices input, and after taking it I have taken a DSUF, which is disjoint set union find. So this is nothing but our parent vector, that is our parent array. Now after taking it, I will initialize all the parent values as -1, because initially all the nodes will be present in different sets. Okay, and each and every one of them will be having rank equals to 0. So this I had already explained in disjoint set videos. Now I will be taking an edge list and I will be forming an edge list. I am basically taking the inputs from source, destination and weight part. If you are given a graph or an adjacency matrix or list, then you can easily find this part as well, or you can directly take inputs. Now after taking all the required input, I will be forming the MST calling the Kruskal's algorithm, and finally I will be printing the MST. Now let us look at how the Kruskal's algorithm is implemented. Okay, so this is the implementation part. Now here I have taken the edge list as well as number of vertices and edges. So I will have to sort the entire edge list. So this is basically non-decreasing order. Now after processing all these edges, I will have to take v-1 edges in order to form MST. I have also taken a j equals to 0 value, which will get incremented each and every time we process an edge, to keep count of how many edges we have processed in total as well as skipped. Okay, so this will also take care of whether you can form an MST or not. Now after this, we will take source and destination, and we will find the absolute parent of source as well as absolute parent of destination using the find algorithm of disjoint set. Now after finding absolute parents, if the absolute parents are different, then both source and destination are guaranteed to present in different sets, and so by adding a new edge from source to destination, we will not be forming a cycle. Otherwise, if the absolute parent of source and destination both were same, then there would have been a path from source to destination, and so by adding a new path we will just be forming a cycle. So in that case, if from p equals to 2p, that is absolute parent of both source and destination are same, then we will simply be skipping that edge, because adding that edge will create a cycle. Otherwise, if it doesn't create a cycle, then we will add this edge from source to destination, and so both these two sets will be joined together in order to form a bigger set. So this is nothing but the union algorithm of disjoint set. Now after adding the edge, we will have to push back the edge in our MST vector in order to keep track of what all edges have been selected. If we skip the edge, then I have used a continue statement so that this edge does not get included in our MST vector. Okay, so this is how we can form the final MST vector, and I have just printed the vector using the printMST function. So I hope you were able to understand this lecture. All the related links for videos of disjoint set, MST and everything will be present in the description below. You can follow that and then come back and see this video. If you have any doubt, then feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of this programming videos. See you in our next video. Thank you.